Hi guys, it's Kelly. Okay, all right. So we're still on signatures, and I've settled on wax thread. I have been doing this for several months now, and this is just the best way that I found. That's just how I like it. I've tried all the other stuff, and it just seems like this is the best way. Okay, so I just did the cover. It's a cereal box. I fabric covered it. I just did the video if you want to watch. And then I just get a tack. You don't have to get out awls and all this other crap. Just get a tack and punch some holes in it. You don't have to do all this junk. Just measure, because you want, you want your signatures to be down at the bottom. So, when you shut your book, so it sets well. So, just figure out one here, one here, and one here. This one, I think I could go down a little bit farther. But, you got to kind of, so you just punch the hole in with your tack. That's all I do. I don't have any tools or anything. I just use that. And let me get this and then I'll tell you what I did. Because I do lines. I just have to right now because I'm still, I don't know. Signatures were such a big deal to me when I first started. It was so hard. So I started doing these lines because I just had such problems. So anyways, I have 3 signatures. I think it's a 2.5-inch spine or something like that. So I stayed a 1/4 inch right here and a 1/4 inch right here. Give me some room, and then you can see the middle line, and then there's one on each side. They're just not as dark. So I leave a little space right here. So before you sew it in, So here's where it bends, and then my line is, right there or whatever, you know what I mean? So, wax thread, which I now have available in the shop. Yay! Finally! Okay. So you go down through the middle. This is for my friend, the Chicken Journal. She got lots of chickens. Lots of chickens. So this is the part where, like, I don't know, people get all crazy and go get dictionaries and big books and I don't know, do all this stuff, but I just poke it in. And sometimes I have to, like, get my screwdriver, or not a screwdriver, but a pliers to pull out this end, see, because I can't. My hands just aren't strong enough or something, There. And then I put something at the end of the string because I always end up pulling it through. So I just put something at the end. And then, these are your little strings that are going to hang out at the end, right here, Okay, so that's the middle. So you go down through the middle. Let's see, I got an incubation chart, and I got a yearly egg chart, and I have this is about breeds and, like, how she's breeding. So let's see, what should I have first? I really don't know. I guess incubation is once a year, eggs all the time, and breeding is once a year. Okay, so I'll do the incubation in the back. Okay, so down through the middle, and then down through the middle of your hole here. I already punched the hole in there. And like I said, get your pliers, pull it out if you need to. I always have to. Here, see? Here. And you want some room, left. some string left, okay? And then you go up through the top. And I'm going to pull it through my cover before I try to get it through the paper. I just do it that way, but when you have a bunch of signatures and it gets fat, you can't sometimes, and so that's where it gets kind of crazy. I'm just tightening the strings. You kind of gotta mess with it a little bit, you know. Okay, now we gotta come up through here, and I don't know. I guess it'll be okay right here like this. You just want to make sure that it's at the bottom, see. And I don't think I like this already. I'm taking it out because I want this to sit at the bottom. So in order to do that, I'm going to show you what I just did because you're going to learn from this. I punched my holes too early. I didn't do it quite right. So in order for this to sit when I shut my book, to sit at the bottom, you see what I did? So now I have this extra, it's just too far. My hole should be down here. I just did it kind of. But, buddy, I can't feed you right now, bud. You're going to have to wait a minute. Every time I come and do a video, he thinks he gets a biscuit. You know what I mean? Animals. This is okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move my hole down a little bit. Because then I won't have any stretching of my thread. And then if you, I mean, you can leave it, but your signatures will be kind of, they'll be sloppy then, you know, they'll have some slop to them. There we go. Okay. Try it over. That's what happens. That means the rest of them are going to be too tall too, so I'm going to have to punch new holes for the middle. That's okay. It's okay because you want it to sit straight, you know, when you set it down. Sometimes I've done that, sewed a signature like too high up. You know what I mean? So when you set it down, it strains the thread. You know what I'm saying? See there, now there's no, you know, big gap down here at the bottom, just a little bit. You see what I did? Otherwise, it would have been, you know, at least 1/4 of an inch higher. So that looks a lot better to me. That looks a lot better. Okay. So back to putting it back up here again now. Now, I've seen other people put holes in their journal like with grommets and to sew it like that, which is neat. I think it was Daisy who does that from Tsunami Rose, which is kind of cool. I've not done that, but it looks fun. Okay, now we can come up through. Now we can come up through, and I'm not, you know, getting the dictionary out and doing anything. I'm just poking it in. This one's rather easy because it's actually going to be utilitarian. She's actually going to, like, use this. It's not for just, like, a showpiece, you know. Okay, so we'll go up through the top. A lot of times we make these journals and they end up sitting on our shelves, you know. But this one is going to be used, so it's going to be very simple. Simple and effective, right? Okay, so now we skip the middle and go down to the bottom one, okay? So the bottom one I got about right here. Bottom hole, I think, is the only one I did right. Dang it. Sometimes when I do the hole in the cover first, I don't anticipate right, but It's okay, it doesn't matter because it's all going to be covered anyway. Because we like to decorate our spines, so. Ah! The dog just sat on my sewing machine. I had it still on from doing my cover. I'm going to feed it right through the cover at the same time this time because I'm getting at the end here, so it gets more complicated at the end. You don't have as much room. There. So now your string goes all the way across down the center, see? All the way down. Then you go up through the middle and meet your other one where you were at, where you started. The trick here is when you go back up through the middle, you already got a piece in there, see? And oftentimes it wants to split the thread that's already in there, you know? It's a pain in the butt. But we'll try to get it to where it doesn't split. We'll see. And then you got to get it through, you know, the same hole that you went through before, which sometimes can be challenging, but you just can't be in a big hurry, you know, and you just got to go slow and go through it. But you know, this wax thread, the reason why I like this wax thread is because look at that. You get all the way through and you don't snag the first one that's in there, because then if you snag the first one that's in there and you pull it through, it knots up and creates this havoc, you know, that we don't need. It creates havoc we don't need. Okay, so now you just tighten it up. You know, pull this one, pull that one, you know, get them tightened up. And then cut it off. And I hate it because I don't like wasting this thread. And I always do too much because I'm still not confident, you know. And I always use too much in case I make a mistake. But then I end up wasting it. So I have to use it for other stuff. But anyway, that's besides the point. Okay, so pull all your stuff through. And then you're going to have your two ends. So, and you got that string in the middle, so you put one end on the one side of the string and the other end on the other side of the string. And now make sure it's nice and tight. Look back here. See, looks good. There's nothing weird happening. Nothing weird going on. And then look here to make sure you're all nice and tight. Look here, make sure. Nothing weird. Nothing weird. We got the okay. Woohoo! Now, you just tie it with that string in the center right there, and then you just tie. So cool once you first learn how to do these, you know what I mean? There. Yippee! There's number one. Well, it's actually the third one, but that's okay. Cool. You get it? Should I do another one? The first one, I think, should be eggs, so we'll do this one for the second one. This one's all the breeds and all the breeding kind of stuff. And then these ones, I'm not even taking the time to, it's not even about time, you just don't have to like fold every single one. First of all, if you're using coffee stained paper and you bake it in the oven, or I've bought fancy design paper and fold it, and you girls know it breaks right at the edge where you fold. It makes me mad. You know, design paper, and I've had coffee paper, it just depends on the brand and what brand it is and what the weight is and whatever. Sometimes I get thicker paper thinking when I coffee stain and bake it that it will be better, but sometimes the thick stuff breaks right here on the edge more than the thin stuff. So I've stopped, you know, creasing everything, doing the bone folder and all the junk. You don't need to. You just fold it like this. You don't even need to fold it over. You know what I mean? You don't need to crease every page and all that stuff. It just puts more stress on the paper, especially if you have like delicate stuff, you know? You don't need to fold and crease and go through all that because you just don't. I love this wax thread. There's no fussing with the ends, with any fuss or hair. And then you just go 3 times of the size of your journal. That's what you're supposed to do, and then give you some extra. But believe me, 3 times and a little extra is plenty good because I do it all the time and I always have too much. And then, like I said before, I clip the end because I don't want to run it through. I have a tendency to do that. Okay, so just do this, you know, and do this and good enough. 10 to 12 pages and a signature. This one I have some bags. So you got to make sure your bags are all in the center, you know. It's kind of a bugger when you get little things happening, you know, when you get little stuff, but you know, and I've sewed things in upside down and you know, you do all kinds of fun stuff when you first start out. It's just crazy. But you learn as you go. So it's kind of fun. Okay. So what do we do? Down through the middle. That's how we do it, right? Down through the middle. Like I said, I'm not getting a dictionary or doing any of that. I'm just doing it. Just doing it. So from last time, the middle was a little bit too high. So we'll see right now where it is. Yeah, I think we need a new hole in that one too. Here we go. So just push it through. And I get my pliers and pull it. There. Nice. Everything's getting tangled up. Everything's getting tangled up. God. There. Okay. So down through the middle, up through the top. Right? And I like to use these clips. There. I guess about right here is okay. Perfect. Sheesh, when does that ever happen? Never. Never. Took me a long time to get this, and I still have issues. I don't know why. I know it's so easy. But, you know, some people, it just takes them a while, and I went through all kinds of it with these signatures. I avoided them at all costs. But you gotta just get over it and just do it, I guess, because that's how everybody likes them done, so. So this one, it looks like, well, I guess I got it okay. Looks like I might have got it a little bit too low, but if I do it just right, it'll be okay. You gotta really watch when you do your holes. This one looks like it might be a little bit lower than the other one. So if I'm going to go exactly where the other one is, I'll be a little bit off, but it'll be okay. Because it's all going to be hiding anyways under the lace and stuff. You know, we decorate the spine up and all that, so you won't really see it anyway. But but we just like to know that it's all perfect. If you're like that, right? Here, and then we'll go down through the cover. I already marked the spot, but it seems to be a little off. Just like the last one, because I did my holes first without measuring. Sometimes I get so excited that I get the cover done, like this fabric and everything sewed on, that I just want to go too fast. All excited to get one phase done. Phase 1 complete, you know. Okay, now we go up through the middle, and then you're done. Okay, so go through the middle and try not to get the other thread, you know, that's already there. That's the trick. Looks like, did I do it? I think I'm all right. All right, so up through the middle, and then we'll try to get it in the same hole. And everything the same here if we can. Sometimes it's tough, but especially when there's other signatures in here now. You don't really have as much room to maneuver. I had to back out there because I was getting the other thread in. And if you do that, it kind of gets messed up. There. There. Okay, pull it through. Put one string on one side of your middle. There you go. Okay, now we just tighten them both. Make sure nothing weird's going on. You never know. Something weird might be happening. Look at the back. Looks okay. Look at the middle. Just making sure. Looks okay. And then you tie. There you go. Yay, right? One left. But I don't have to worry you with another one. You get the idea, right? All right. See y'all later.